Good evening, Mr. Joseph and distinguished board, cabinet, and my fellow teachers. As you deliberate over what is best for this school district, I ask you to keep in mind, at the district level, you often come in contact with the outliers of our school system. At board meetings, you see examples of excellent teachers and students. At the office, you're exposed to the other end of the spectrum, people that are a problem or have problems. Perhaps with so much exposure to the two extremes, you're out of touch with the largest cross-section of teachers, committed individuals that love their jobs and those they serve. The public believes that we work at 3 and get paid for the summer months and holidays. None of these are true. At our school, the majority of us never leave before 4, and every day there are still cars in the lot until 5 or 6. We're not mandated to do so. We do it to get the job done. And still, we walk out the door with our rolling cart behind us with 1 to 3 hours worth of work to do at home. This year, I can say our union president is someone whose views I truly respect. He's the voice of reason when dealing with unhappy teachers, asking them to please take this process one step at a time. Be responsible, be respectful. He's passionate about us, but models self-restraint. I believe he puts kids first and doesn't want to see teachers lost in the shuffle. And frankly, we have been lost in the shuffle. No matter how frequently or radically the landscape to education changes, we are expected to not only align ourselves, but often without time for adaptation or training, but definitely while being observed and rated for excellence. It is challenging, to say the least, to meet these sweeping changes without textbooks to support us, not to mention support parents bringing it home with their own children. It's a monumental task, but it's our job, and we do it. You have stated you are here for the public. Let me remind you, as you have been reminded several times tonight, that we are the public too. We not only work here, but our families attend these schools. Please respect us. Respect the number of years we have waited for the economy to improve. We felt it was the best at the time. Respect our level of commitment to meet the needs of our students and community while raising our families, paying for childcare, and putting kids through college. Respect the juggling it takes to change standards while driving forward with full speed and rigor. Respect that we are accountable to our students and parents first. You only come in contact with the outliers. We come in contact with the entire range every day. It is our job to serve the entire range every day. Recently, I was reading about World War I and World War II and about how many times troops were left to fend for themselves without a plan, supplies, or food. It's unfortunate I saw a correlation. Please respect us with more than lip service, but with action that proves your support. Thank you.